Good morning, students.
Today we will read chapter 3, plant food preparation and storage. So let us start.
Many parts of the plant work together for the preparation and storage of food. Plants prepare their own food using natural resources. A plant needs food for the growth of existing plant parts, for making new parts like flowers, fruits, and seeds, and for the repair of injured or diseased part. So we know plants make their own food with the help of sunlight, water, and air, and they use the food for this purpose. Although food requirements are continuous, a plant cannot prepare food all the time. At night or rainy days, it does not receive sunlight. Sometimes water is scarce. During winter, some plants shed all their leaves. For such periods of no food production, plants need to store food. So we know plants make their food at daytime, but at night or in winter seasons or in rainy days, plants cannot make their food. So they have to depend on their stored food. In this chapter, we shall learn how different parts of the plants work together for the production and storage of food. Root absorbs water and minerals from the soil. We know that roots are of two types, tap roots and fibrous roots. Both types of roots branch out through the soil to absorb more water and minerals. If a small piece of root is held under a magnifying lens, tiny root hairs can be seen on the surface. These hairs increase the absorbing area of the root. Water and minerals are sent up from the root along the stem to the leaves of the plant. In some plants like carrot, turnip and radish, the extra food is stored in the roots. We eat these roots as vegetables. So sometimes plants root stored the extra food in them. Okay,
We eat these as vegetables.
stem. The stem provides support to the plant and bears leaves, flowers, and fruits. The stem transports water and minerals absorbed by the roots to the leaves. From the leaves, prepared food is transported along the stem for distribution throughout the plant. There are tiny tubes inside the stem. Some tubes are for transporting water and other tubes are for transporting food. A simple experiment will prove the role of transportation played by the root and the stem. Root transports water's mineral to the leaves and stem transports waters and food to the all parts of a plant. Uproot a geranium or a coleus plant and wash the root carefully in running water. Fill a glass beaker with water and pour a few drops of red ink to color the water pink. Immerse the root of the plant in this colored water and observe what happens after 2 hours. The stem and the leaves starts turning pink. This proves that the roots have absorbed the pink water and sent it to the leaves through the stem. Take the plant out of the beaker and cut the stem cleanly with a sharp blade. The circular view of the stem visible now is known as a cross section. We can see the little pink dots in this cross section. Touch the dots to fill the colored water. The dots are the end of these tiny cubes. If the stem were to be cut lengthwise, these tubes could be visible as colored lines along the length of the stems. We have to take a plant. You can take geranium or coliseous plant.
Now you have to take a glass beaker and put some water in it and put some color in it also. Then you keep the plant in this water.
After 2 hours, you can see the leaves became pink. It proves that the roots absorb the colored water and the stem transport the colored water to the parts of the plant.